Fam, in this video, I'll be showing you how I made this song on Bandlab.
Five that lifestyle, my girl. Be like that, me like it when you wanna rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
First off, we'd have to import in the beat. I believe that's the easy part. I believe everybody here knows how to do it. Okay, so I downloaded the beat on YouTube. Part. I think this is it. Yeah, so I downloaded that beat on YouTube some days back or so. And I wrote on it too. So I did a little bit of writing on it, and yeah, I copied it. So I'm going to paste it here. Yeah, I like writing my songs and pasting it here. So while recording it, I can look at the lyrics from here instead of just cramming it and shit. Okay, so before recording, I like putting in a preset for myself, my own preset. I created this preset myself. I like creating this preset, coming in to my preset and turning off some of it. I like hearing the natural part of me first before knowing how to go about mixing it. You know, not every song can be mixed or should be mixed the same way. You have to come up with different ways to mix a song, but you just have to do it your preference. You can decide to be using the same preset or the same kind of setting for all your kind of songs, but I like changing, like doing a little bit of changes in some of my songs. So I like turning it off and then recording with just a few of them. Okay, I'll show you the ones I'm recording with. So my multi-filter is on, my TechLab BA2A is on, my DSR is on, very important, my DSR. And then I have my Space Master, Space Maker, both of them. I have two Space Maker. I just like using two Space Makers. And then very important, my noise gate. If I should turn this one off, there'll be a whole lot of noise. So I like keeping that on every time. So I'll just know everything. And I don't like turning on my monitor while recording, so I turn it off always. Okay, so I have the beat imported, I have my lyrics imported, and I've already made a little bit of tweak on my preset. Don't worry, I'll come back and I will explain each and every one of it for you. But for the meantime, let's just record and then I'll tell you what each of them does. You can just be switching it on and off so you can just feel the effects. Okay, so now I record. Yeah.
Five that lifestyle, my girl. Be like that, be like it when you wanna rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling.
Okay, so I did that, and at some point I forgot the lyrics. So let's
Five that lifestyle, my girl. Be like that, be like it when you wanna rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling.
Oh, and very important, I forgot something that nobody should. The auto tune. You should make sure your auto tune is on every time. So I made that mistake and I'm coming back to it. Please, your auto tune should always be on. If you're an Afrobeat singer or trap artist, you should always have your auto tune on. So for Afrobeat artists, we don't like our auto tune to be that heavy, but I like putting mine in 65. I think that just work with my voice part. So you should just work with the one that works for you. So Bandlab automatically sets the key for you, but sometimes it doesn't set. So you'd have to go and find a way or just find the key to the beat or the instrumental straight out. So very important, your auto tune should always be on. Very important.
Five that lifestyle, my girl. Be like that, be like it when you wanna rewind. your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling.
Yeah, you can get the difference now since the auto tune is on. So I'll bring up my sound and then my vocals and then drop the beat because the beat is now overshadowing my vocals and I don't like it that way. My vocals is supposed to be at the front, then the beat just like accompanying it or something, or probably they should be in the same level. So the the beat is mastered but my vocals isn't. So I drop down my vocal my beat and then boost up my vocals. So let's play it one more time and see.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling.
Okay, okay. I think my vocals now is too high. I'm bringing that up. No, I should just drop it down and bring my vocals down like that. Okay, so from the failure, I can still hear a whole bunch of, should I call this white noise or something? I don't really know, but I'm going to denoise it. Okay, denoise that.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling.
Okay, so basically I like this.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you.
I think I'm going to retake this thing again. I don't like the steak. I think I'm going to retake it again. I'll retake it again and see. Take it again. Let's try it again one more time. Just one take.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low. As long as you day where you go, they feel low.
Like that. Sure. So I didn't have my lyrics up. I forgot some things.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you whine and rewind.
Starting to like the other one than this one. Okay, so I'll just go on and record everything and then come back and show you how to do the mix and mastering. But basically, this is a recording. You record till you get what you're looking for, and then you move into the mix and mastering. You should know that probably you'll be taking 15 to 20 minutes trying to record a part or something like that, just for you to get to the right one, just for you to get what you like, you feel is right. So I'll be going to record it and then I'll bring in the whole recording and we'll start the mixing and mastering. Let's go there.
All right, so we're done with the recording. Comment. Let me make quick play so you can listen to what I did.
Five-star lifestyle, my girl. Me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you, they make me high anytime I'm feeling low. As long as you day where you go, they feel alone. You like to stay on top, but she put me down below. Any place I go, I go carry you, they go. She got that kind of energy.
Yep. So that's it. Without the full preset. Before then, I made a backup. And I band one to the left and the other to the right. As you can see, this one here is spanned to the left by 65. Yep, and this other one too pan to the right by 65. I like putting in 65, not 100, because to me it feels right. Probably when you're doing yours, you can just set it to what you feel like is right to you. Okay, so let's dive right into the presets and making our vocal sound very nice. Okay, come in, set this one about here. So this red stuff at the top there is just going to be looping the place that I just marked. It's going to be looping it when I start playing it, so I don't have to be coming back and taking it back and stuff. Okay, So let's get into it. So before then, I already told you I like keeping some of my preset on. So I'm going to turn each and every one of it off so that I'll be feeling the effects when it's I'm turning it back on. So I'm playing this without
My girl,
any
me like that,
effect.
me like it when you whine and rewind.
Okay, man.
Gon' give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm.
Okay, you can see like you can't really hear my voice. That's because the setting that I'm using to record my vocals, I dropped down the volume real low, so my recording isn't coming in real harsh. It's just coming very soft and subtle. If you understand what I mean. So I'll be bringing back everything on one by one, so you can get the feel, so you can get the feel of every preset or the feel of every element. Okay, so the first is the multi filter. That's what it is. It's a filter. The frequency, resonance, gain, and shit. Low pass and stuff. You mostly don't even need to know the meaning of this stuff. You just need to know what works for you and what doesn't. This is what works for me. That's what I'm saying. So multi filter.
Only you them five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind.
Okay.
Gon' give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm.
I need something to boost my voice real quick. That's the tech lab. So the tech lab is what I actually use in boosting my voice and bringing up the volume of my voice to come up the way I want it. So you can see gain. My gain is up to 100, and then the squeeze is up to 70. So the meaning of the gain is volume. If it's something you know to, gain means volume when it comes to music, and then your squeeze is like the texture of the texture of your vocals, or so that when singing each and every word, how clear you want it to be coming out and stuff like that. So mine, I set it to 70, and I'm using the compress, not the limit. So let me
Five that
repeat.
lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Gon' give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
Okay, so you can get the difference now. But if you're using the tech lab, when using the tech lab BA2A, be sure not to overuse your squeeze, because if you overuse your squeeze, it might be just eating out some of your vocals that you won't like, it won't come out complete and shit. So you'd have to be very careful while using
Only you them
the
five
squeeze.
that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Gon' give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you them
Yeah.
five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind.
Okay, I think I like my squeeze at 60, not 70. I think I like my squeeze at 60, not 70. But I'm leaving my gain at 100. I like my gain at 100. I like how loud it is. Like, I like it like that. So I'm leaving my gain at 100. So we'll be moving to the next, which is a DSR. So DSR is used for catching this and those kind of sounds. Though I don't think the Bandlab DSR is that heavy. If you want to like make it heavy, you have to be putting it like 2 or 3. But if you're putting it like that, it's still going to cut out some stuff from your wordings or from your vocals. So I would advise you use a pop filter or something. But me, I'm using a pop filter, Notron, actually. So I try not to get a lot of this those kind of stuff into my sound. So that's the use of the DSR. So you might not feel anything if I play the DSM, play the song now, adding the DSR. But the use of the DSR is just to remove those little harsh sounds that don't just make sense to your music.
Gon' give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you them five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind.
Now believe me, like this, I can actually just drop the song like this because I like the way I'm sounding already. But ah, I just like to see many stuff up on my presets and shit like that. Though not every time it's good to overwork your vocals or over fine tune it. Sometimes the little mistakes and cracks in your vocals is what make the song nice or makes the song nice. So the next is the D delay. Those are for delay. Delay. I think the delay I think is also for bringing out echoes and stuff like that. No, I don't think. I know it's for bringing out echo from your voice. Already delay to bring out echoes and stuff. Okay, so we have the time, feedback, high pass, low pass, dry level, wet level, volume. Now, believe me, I'm not a professional mix engineer and stuff like that, but I do sing and I know how I want my song to sound like. So I try to know a little bit about it. So the timing when using D delay is very important. You need to know when you want your vocal to echo. Sometimes you just need to go and check the the timing of your instrumental. That's good. You check your metronome and see the timing of your instrumental so that you know when to how to set your D delay. That is if you're using the likes of what's this fruity FF Studio. Yes. So I have a friend who uses FF Studio, and the producer uses FF Studio, and is the one putting me through in most of the stuff that I do. So the delay need to know the timing and the feedback, how you want it to be coming back. Do you want it multiple and stuff? The high pass get to do with your high and lows and stuff like the high and low pass, same shit. And dry and wet level, how dry you want it and how wet you want it. So before coming to do this video, I actually had to get do a little like small mixing, and then I talked to my producer friend and he was like, yeah, this can work, and actually it did work. So this is the D delay.
Won't give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
Now if you listen very close, you discover nah. Now if you listen very close, you discover there's an echo in my vocals, and it is very low because I dropped down the volume, the wetness of it.
Only you them five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Won't give me.
So that's why you're not really hearing it. I just want it to be felt, not really hard, but to be felt. That's for the wetness and stuff like that's why I dropped down the wetness like that. So that's
That your
basically the
body, you're
delay.
the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you them five that like.
Okay, so we'll be moving next to the space maker. Now I have two space makers on because come on, we all need reverb in our songs. We need that feel. They need that whole feeling and stuff like that. I don't think there's any song on any song that's been produced without reverb. Reverb is very important. So I have there are different kind of reverb on Bandlab, but my favorite is Space Maker. So I'm going with Space Maker. So I have two Space Maker, and then this is it. The first one I have my type on long plate, and then my width at 4.5 and the size at 6.5, and the mix is 5%. Now the mix is how hard lies how you want the feel of the song, the feel of the reverb in the song. Now let me turn on the second one. The second one, now I have the mix at 4% and my width at 3. Yes, and my width at 3.0, and then the size at 10. That is because I at first I tried using one, but the feel wasn't giving me the same thing. So I tried adding the other one, and voila, gave me what I was looking for. So that's the main reason I'm using two reverb, which is a space maker. So probably you might just be using one, but I like using two. So let's play and see how it feels.
Lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Won't give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
Ooh, you feel the echo, you feel the whole feel and shit. And very important, you need to know that the delays as echoes, they don't work without reverb. Very important. So try to put that side to side. So the next is my stereo wise. Okay, so the stereo wise helps with making your song very broad, like wide, instead of sounding in the middle. It's making your song sound everywhere. Like it's not that You're just sounding directly at the middle, you're sounding everywhere. So that's the use of the stereo wise. Stereo, as I said, it's not mono. There are two different stuff, stereo and the mono. So this is stereo, helps opens your vocals, your stuff, and it will be felt everywhere instead of just the middle. So I'll play it now and see so you can get the feel. So okay, first off, I have my low at 10 and my high at 70. Now this is a thing of preference. I like my low at 10% and my high at 70%. That is because of my vocal type. So, and everybody's vocal type is different. Okay. So, when doing it, check your vocal type and then play with, just play with the knobs. Okay. Play with the knobs and see what works for you. Instead of just leaving it one place and just saying that, I saw me did this, I'm going to be doing the same shit. Nah, don't play with the knob. Okay. Everybody has different vocal type, and mine can actually not work for you all the time. So even this 10 here, most times I don't put it here. It just works for this song for me. So let's play and say.
Only with them 5 star lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind.
Okay.
Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
Now you can feel the spread in it, like as I said, spread. The spread is actually what makes it open and wide and shit. Let me
Only with
play and
them
see.
5 star lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear.
So while playing with the knob, I get that you can actually feel the feel in it. So that's the use of the stereotype, of the stereo wise. Okay, so next you have the EQ3M, and that's an equalizer. Okay, so I'll be turning that on. Okay, so this EQ3M is an equalizer. So what's the reason of an equalizer? As the name implies, equal. So you just brings everything to be the same. Okay, there are some part in your songs where you sound low and some part you sound high. So Bandlab doesn't have the twitching that you be having to like that you are you will be able to bring up some of your vocals and bring down, except you'll be going manually and just cutting and breaking, and that will be very stressful. So that's the use of an equalizer. It helps do the work for you. All you just have to do is know how to set the knobs, and there's a whole lot of equalizers in Bandlab, but my favorite is the EQ3M. So actually, I sent this one a very long time ago, and it has been serving me like this. So I don't like playing with this knob. The last time I did, my voice was my voice was just whack and stuff. So let's play and see if it will work.
Only me can confirm that. Only with them 5 star lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you whine and rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that.
Boop. And it did work. It did work. Okay, it did work. So actually, EQ, well, the EQ did work. So we have the low, mid, and the high. If you're a musical person, I don't even know how to explain this one. Maybe some musical professional can, because I'm not that professional with this stuff. What has to do with your low end, your high ends, and your mids. Your high ends, your high pitch, your low end, your low pitch, and then the middle is just the mid is actually just the middle, as I just said. As you can see, my high is more than my low ends. I think low ends for me are to be felt, and highs are to be heard. That's why it's called the high and the lows to me. And the mid is just there to support the both. So as you can see, mine is just aligned like low, mid, high, and some kind of dash line or something. If I can enjoy that, I'll enjoy that or something. Okay, so that's it for the EQ3M. And then the noise gate, very important. As I said, Very, very important. If you're recording, it is v- very important that you record in a very quiet place. Very quiet place, because no matter how noisy the place is, the noise gate can never, I repeat, can never retake out all the noise, because some of the noise now will be um to noise gate will be hard as vocals, and you can't take everything out. Sometimes the noise gate doesn't even take out nothing, it's just there. But it actually does its work a lot. So it's advisable that you record in a very quiet place. I try to record in a very quiet place. Just go to maybe a wardrobe room or something. Just let it be very quiet when recording. Very, very important. Very important. Though Bandlab has different ways of removing noise, but I don't think it's still mean you should record in a very noisy place. You understand why you go to a studio that has professional gears and like a full blown studio, and they still put you in a booth where there's no noise. So you should understand why you really need to be in a place that's very quiet. Very, very quiet. You should do that. So I'm going to turn on the noise gate. I had this set too a while back. So there's some stuff on my preset that I don't actually try to tweak and stuff, because I set them and they work fine for me. But you can also just go and do your stuff. Understand? So I'll play the noise gate. You probably won't feel anything because I recorded this song in a very quiet place. Like there was nobody and I was still using an neutron filter. That helps for the noise filtering. So play it.
Only you them five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you wanna rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you them five that lifestyle, my girl.
Alright. So that's it with my preset. So I'll take you back to something that is like a bonus or something. So, and that has to do with the mixing. If when mixing, try to make sure that your voice, your vocals is ahead. So the knob 2 and the knob 2 and the knob 3 are my vocals, and that's why you can see that they are very like I try to put them at the top, and then this, which is my instrumental, I try to bring it down because my vocals is very important that it should be at the front and not at the back. And then my backup vocals, I drop them down because I believe backups are supposed to be under. I don't think you've ever had a song where the backup is louder than the main vocals. So that's it. Just make your vocals loud, your backup vocals down, and then your instrumental shouldn't be have more gain than your main vocals. Please do that, and your vocals and your songs will sound amazing on Bandlab. Now I'll be having a whole bunch of classes explaining more about Bandlab, about the little that I know on Bandlab, and I just wish you can get it and stuff like that. But as time goes on, don't worry, I'll be putting you more and more and more and more on, and I'll be making my own research and coming up with new stuff too. Okay, so with that, I'm going to conclude this class, and I'll be making a new song. Hopefully, I'll be posting it real soon, and I might just come up with something new. So just watch out for the new class. Okay, bye, and thank you for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Five that lifestyle, my girl. Me like that, me like it when you wanna rewind. Come give me that your body, you're the best, I swear. Only me can confirm that. Only you they make me high anytime I'm feeling low. As long as say you day where I couldn't feel alone. You like to stay on top, but she put me down below. Any place I they go, I go carry you, they go. She got that kind of energy, but they make me want to. Anything that she want, make I do. All your dreams, I go make come true. Anybody I feel know, so my girl be the best. As long as she did, I miss a follow day. That's how we could blossom. My girl, you're my type, and everybody knows so. She got that kind of energy, but they make me want one song. My girl, come relax yourself for me.